Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for RuneScape 3. Now this week, it is actually just a patch week. However, do keep in mind that for the merch store, there is some new stuff that has been released, especially for the Angelscapes pins. As far as community goes, they have a Tuesday, September 8th, 1600 game time, live stream of content preview. Wednesday, September 9th at 1600 game times, tutorials. Featured streamer this week is going to be, I believe that says RS3 Interfuse, is completing the Sliski's endgame and using the reward from that to complete their journey to max. And then they'll be having an interview with Mod Shogun, so that's actually pretty interesting. You can join in on the fun at 1200 game time on Tuesday, September 8th. So a lot going on tomorrow especially. They have Creator Corner. There's one from Gawky. It looks like to be the Alcrid Marketplace. Original... not too sure exactly. And then there's also a featured video. This stream... Who is this? I'm sorry. It just says the cook's assistant. So they're not really saying... I guess that's the name of the channel. But it looks like the one that I featured right here is the kebab. And the chocolate bomb is another thing. So do keep that in mind. Check that out if you get a chance. Get some nice real RS food recipes. Now we go into the patch notes, which we have improvements. Improved the flow of interaction within the Barbarian Assault by removing delays. Resolved a number of minor bugs in the Barbarian Assault. Added Money Corpse on Monkey Skull to the list of items required for the Monkey Madness in the quest journal. The Stone's Throw Away achievement can now be completed outside of the build mode. Added messaging for attempting to use the Ultra Growth Potion on a wider variety of invalid farming patches. The Minigames tab will now appear when teleporting directly to the player-owned ports via the Captain's Log in the Circus. The Banker in the Max Guild will now ask how many times you'd like to deposit when using them on them. That makes no sense. But a particular tile in the iceberg of the Relica Hunter area has been colored correctly. Court case dialogue involving Ham has been updated. The Digging for Treasure achievement has been updated with a new description and is now completable. The quest journal for the Nature Spirit now instructs you to meet Drezel at the Mausoleum to get a blessing. Drezel will also tell you to meet him at the Mausoleum when questioned at the temple. Balgrog no longer references charged items in his summoning dialogue. Fishing spots in the Enchanted Valley can now be lured without having a fly fishing rod in your inventory. The Dying Roses on Perils of Ice Mountain can now be watered using cans on your tool belt. Bug fixes: you can now claim the title of the Profound from Lanthus when wearing a full Profound decorative armor set. The Sharks Are Good for the Elf achievement can now be completed by depositing raw great white sharks. Fix an issue that occurred when showing mourners your warrant. A specific easy clue scroll task will now work in both the local and universal versions of the Berthorpe Games Berthorpe Game Room. Realigned a wayward sprite in the Tree Gnome Village quest. Players will no longer be able to put a dash or a minus or underscore at the front of their name when changing it. Fix an issue where the players' names on the Examine interface would change to Inspect Player when switching to Legacy mode. Fix an issue where players were able to claim Elite Seers Village Diary rewards without completing all the tasks. The Tree Gnome Stronghold fruit patch will no longer progress to the wrong state when using the Ultra Growth Potion on it. The unlock hint for In the Manor music track now indicates the correct area of Yanil. Jonathan can now be healed by all variants of anti-poison during his portion of the Family Crest quest. The activity tracker will now lead you to the Commodore Tower when beginning a void dance. Compressed anima will no longer artificially inflate to the total anima listed in the quick chat. The invention requirements for the mechanized Champa has been removed from the ranged skill guide. Terry Balando's dialogue regarding the reclaiming invitations letters during the dig site quest has been fixed. The Blight Reaver staff will no longer disrupt the UI in the Dominion Tower. The monuments in the Priest of Peril quest will now display the correct examined text and respond to the correct golden items. A destroy all option has now appears when destroying the woodcutting outfit. The baby soul gazer pet now displays its kill count in the examine text when it isn't overriding a familiar. Fix the minor text bug that occurred when trying to exchange mother load shards a second time. Shanky Mans, or we mean Corporal Keymans, will now visibly reclaim dismissed baby trolls. Typographical fixes. The expired firelighter notice will now read have instead of has. The unlock hint for Who is the Pharaoh now has a full stop. Fix the typo in Meg's first time player on House Ports dialogue. The typo in Rocky's interaction dialogue. Fixed a grammatical error that appeared when talking to Larzix in the Champions Guild. Commander Montai's title, Commander, is now capitalized correctly. Corrected a typo in Grandabon's Stalker notes. Fixed a typo in the Ballad of Jaresh poem. Fixed a typo in the Do No Evil. Capitalized an item in the Strength skill guide. Altered the names of this clue scroll related puzzle items to make them easier to find in the bank. Fixed a grammatical error in the examined text in the Mossy Rock in the Lost Grove. Fixed a typo that occurred when purchasing the commodity sell price increase from Bonnie in Waco. All skill, spell, PvP, victim, death, and rest animation now have a consistent capitalization and naming. Hot fixes: players who claim their 5 or 10 year veteran capes before September 2015 will no longer trigger a broadcast on their second purchase. The broadcast messages for the 5 and 10 years veteran capes are now world broadcasts rather than global. An issue where special attacks could be used with mismatched attack styles through the Essence of Finality amulet has been resolved. Adrenaline will no longer be incorrectly refunded when swapping the Essence of Finality amulets. Skipping an ingredient in the Traveling Artisan interface will no longer remove all the Traveling Artisan patches from the bank. Fix an issue where new players could not complete or unlock area task achievements. Fix an issue that caused Pauline's Polaris to become invisible for players progressing through the Lunar Diplomacy quest. Fix an issue where legendary pets abilities would never come off cooldown if the player logged out or hopped worlds. That's actually it for today's update. Do keep in mind next week they actually do have an update planned. Right now, from all I know of, is that there is a penguin pet. But there is going to be, also it says, Penguin Hide and Seek rework along with extra special surprise that will advance the story back on Anachronia. So there is a few things that are coming out along with the penguin pet. Not sure how to get it. There's going to be a penguin pet. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later guys.